dear President, Toastmaster of the day, and guests. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
It is rightly said that the brain stops functioning twice in the life. First time when you go to see a girl with a marriage proposal, and second time when you stand in front of audience to deliver a lecture or say something for the first time. Now my brain has almost stopped functioning, but somehow I am pushing it with a lot of energy. Now moving ahead, I stay 5 kilometers away from the place where I work. Generally, either I ride a bike or catch a local train to reach to the workplace. But the distance, when I ride a bike, the 4.5 kilometer distance I ride without, very safe and without any hassle at all. But the remaining half kilometer is for me, very dangerous zone, which is, close to the place where I work. So what are the situations, what are the reasons which have forced me to call this place as a dangerous zone? The moment I cross this 4.5 kilometer distance, they enter that dangerous zone called, so-called dangerous zone. Because in the vicinity, in that half kilometer vicinity, there are 3 colleges, around 15,000 students. And all of them flock in this half kilometer. And there are certain, I would call them a vagabond students. Especially this half kilometer is the place where you need to ride your bikes or vehicles at minimum speed. But instead of that, what do they do? With those racer or sports bike, they try to ride it as fast as possible, making others' life so miserable. I don't know what is their thinking behind this. Do they think that they have, hands, legs, all the important, organs of the body in reservation? Once if they get broken, they can reuse it, they can buy it again. This is how they behave because they are not at all bothered about themselves and others. Alright, if they land themselves in trouble in experiencing thrill, but what about the life of other people? It cannot be. Now, second reason, these the so-called boys. They do not treat the two-wheeler as a two-wheeler, but they treat, I feel, as a four-wheeler. Riding generally on bike, 2 people can be accommodated comfortably, isn't it? Yes or no?
Yes.
But riding 3 people is very common phenomenon. Sometimes they do 4. That stunt, one is standing in the middle. And the way ambulance moves through the traffic with the siren ringing, they have also their own siren ringing. They roar like animals. They shout and they move. And the scene is so bizarre. People are, this is getting angry at them, but they are not bothered about it. They aren't bothered about it at all. Because I don't know, they must be feeling that, this is how roads are to be used. This is how, because if we looked at their behavior, this observation of mine is not a day or 2's. 3-4 years I have been observing, and I have jumped to today's conclusion. Now, moving ahead, these not only bike riders that they trouble the people, but there are pedestrians. Certain those who walk on the foot, they also have their own novel ways of troubling the people. What do they do? While walking, this is the road is there. They make a chain of 5-6 students. Almost 50% road is covered, and they are so engrossed in the discussion, they do not respond to the honking, shouting at all. They are so engrossed, when they walk. One day what happened, I was walking, not riding, and they were walking, I was also behind them. All of a sudden, someone cracked the joke in the group, and they got dispersed all of a sudden in the speed of lightning, and one of them bumped into me. And I said, behave yourself, what is this foolishness? And the boy responded like anything, he said, sorry bolo na, baat khatam. And he silenced me in no time. And this is how that they have made this place as a dangerous zone. I know, as a adding fuel to the fire, that wayside eateries, they are also making life very miserable. What do they do? I mean, this is the way birds get flocked at one place, or the way ants gather around the jaggery. Same way these boys gather around these wayside eateries and making the vehicles. Sometimes I feel whether I am riding on the bike or bike is riding on me. To such an extent the speed is reduced. Sometimes 20 speed, 30 speed. I mean, this is, but they are not at all bothered. When later on, when I investigated about the boy, the one who was responded me in that fashion, so I came to know that he was some localite. I know that, the boys, those who, trouble in this fashion, that they are from that local area. And I would say that convenience is the only rule for them, which rules in the domain. They move in any direction possible without following any traffic rules at all. If at all, they encountered any problem, I told you the style, with that lines on their number plate, my life, my rules. Same there. Sorry bola na, baat khatam. And they want to finish the matter, just they want to get rid of it by saying this much. So with this I would like to say thank you so much.